Hi, this is Tracy from Hall of Fame Moms, and I am doing another video for the Virtual Homeschool Co-op today, and this will be assignment number 3. If you're following on my blog, I haven't done all the assignments, so you won't find them all from me, but anyways, this is the Virtual Homeschool Co-op, VHC. You might see me call it on my blog if you're following from there. Anyways, Trish has asked us to talk about reading lists and requirements, what we do with our kids in our homeschooling. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about this. Years ago, we would do the library challenge during the summer to get the boys reading. I would do this anyways. During the school year, I can't remember if I did sticker charts sometimes, but I know that I have blogged about some of that stuff. So I will link to what I can find on my blog if I think it's helpful. And I'll say this too, last school year I think it was, I had my boys, I really wanted them to read some of the missionary stories, and I had already purchased some of the Youth with a Mission books. That's YWAM. And so I would have the boys read a book, and like wherever they stopped reading, then they could, I think how I did it was they would read, and then they'd have to write like maybe a paragraph or two, or a few sentences depending on their age and that, to show some reading comprehension. I do have one child that struggles with that topic, reading comprehension. Anyways, so this year what I'm doing is I have picked out a bunch of books from the library, and I have my boys pick out what they want to read from there. And then my goal is to have them complete one book per week, and that's a rule I just actually implemented because they were getting through their work so fast, especially my oldest. Even the youngest, he's been, I don't know, it just seems like they get through it fast. But I know that when you're homeschooling, it's different than public school because you have all these interruptions with public school and breaks and stuff like that. Whereas I've noticed lately that my boys, and they're in 5th and 7th grade, they don't seem to need the breaks, or maybe they just want to get done with their stuff, And I let them schedule out what they want to do. Like I have a master list of things that they have to do. They have to, they have planners. We have homemade planners, and they know they have to assign like so many Life of Fred lessons, so many of their main math, so many of their paragraph editing exercises, and so on and so forth. And maybe I'll share a list of that in a blog post when I'm done doing this video. So anyways, I have to get them reading more because they would rather play on their tablet or color, or draw and that sort of thing. My youngest likes to color and draw. He likes to color what he draws. So I am going to have them finish a book a week. Now, if it's a book that's really small, they may need to read more than one. So, but some of those books that I have chosen to go after are books from the Who Was series. We get these from the library, and this is the Who Was Alexander the Great, Who Was Galileo, Who Was Albert Einstein. Those are the 3 that I have right here. The library may not have them all, so you can, if you want to buy them, look on Amazon for them. Some of the other books, like Galileo and Frederick Douglass, pretty much all of the books that I've picked up have true historical significance. They're about somebody or some event or something like medicine and inventions and technology. Some of the books that the boys have read in the past that we've gotten from the library are from the I Survive series. What else? I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, I think there's also, like, what did I have there? The Who Was, The Who Was. I think there might be a Who Is story. Anyways, so that's, and then the other thing about this that I want to add is that, you know, like if you're not doing a specific curriculum and you're kind of doing your own, then this is nice, you know, to make sure your kids are reading these kind of books, because then you're getting some history and science. And these would be what I call living books, right? Because they're about true life, true stories. Oh, I know. There's another series, and I don't know how many books are actually in it. I've only been able to find maybe 3. And it is it's like a choose your own adventure, but it's related to real life. Like the one that we had, I think, was the Transcontinental Railroad, maybe, and the Orphan Train, and the Great Wall of China, if I'm not mistaken. So, and here's another type of book that I have assigned, the Body Book for Boys. I've looked through it to some degree, you know, and it was actually another homeschooling mom had shared about it on YouTube, and I had my oldest go through it since he's getting close to that puberty stage, and so that's another book that you can look for at your library. And then something else, it's not like big heavy reading, but I do want to mention it. And I don't think it matters that it's the elementary series and my kids are in 5th and 7th grade. I just use this to supplement what we're doing, and it is The Life of Fred. And I had bought one of The Life of Fred years ago and tried to go through it. In fact, my youngest was probably too young for it back then. And then we just didn't get back on it. And so I had it and I wanted to use it because I have looked at some of it. I have read, well, I think we did at least a couple lessons, right? Maybe a little bit more than that. And what I like about it, at least a little bit that I saw, was that it brings out other things about life. You know, it's not just math concepts. It weaves in other things into this bizarre story about Fred. I think Fred is like a 5-year-old professor at a university, and he's got this Kinsey doll, this doll named Kinsey, I think, that, I don't know, comes alive or something. I don't know. I think it's bizarre. But anyways, I think bizarre helps you think out of the box and keep things, fresh, and then the kids can follow along the story. And I think both my boys enjoy it. So they finished. You should go in order. The first book I bought was actually the second book in the series, and my one son has expressed an interest or a need in me getting that first book, since probably because he doesn't know what that part of the story was. So they are working on. Let's see. I think we had Butterflies. I think Apples is first, which we didn't get. And I think all the books go like A, B, C, D, E. So Apples. We started with Butterflies. I think my one son's on cats and the other one is on dogs now. And in fact, my 7th grader likes to read them at night. Like he'll read it, and then I think he does the really short question part, the next day. So that's just something for you to look at, and I'll try to link these things, anything that I think is going to be helpful for you, in the description box. So, anyways, with that, I hope that this was helpful to some. As far as big literature books go, I know some people are like really into the classics and stuff like that, and I just haven't been a big, I just haven't been really worried about it. And some of those bigger books, I think, will be hitting maybe more in like 8th and 9th grade. So, anyways, that's it from me. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, and be sure to check out the other videos in the Virtual Homeschool Co-op. If I remember and can figure it out, because it's been a while since I think I tried it, I will put a link to the Virtual Homeschool Co-op somewhere up above, okay? Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.